Hello, good morning all. My name is Vishal Banucha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solution. Welcome back to our live session. It's 11 a.m. right now in Canada, 8:30 p.m. in India. Welcome back again on this live show. This live show happens every Friday, and this is for our clients who are looking for the update, who exactly want to know what exactly happening in Canada in regard to immigration. We talk a lot about that in the session, and we do give you some time to post your question into the comment section, and you can ask them live right away, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. And you have the best time right now to ask any question you have, any problem you have regarding immigration matter. You can contact us. We can definitely help you. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, in Alberta, Sydney, Ontario, and then we have another location in Alberta. We have two locations back home in India. Both are in Haryana, in Karnal and Kurukshetra. So you can contact our office in India or Canada, both, depending on what are your needs. If you are looking for study permit for college admissions, you can contact our office offshore in India. And if you're onshore and looking for college admission, you finish your 1 year program, looking for another 1 year program, you can still contact us for that too. And for onshore application too, we have now seats available for September 2022 in Camden Henson College, and for January right now, Georgian ILAC is open in Toronto for January. So we will be discussing a lot about that too. But we have very important updates in this session to be discussed. There have been an update regarding super visa. We will be discussing about it. That was very exciting. That's very good news for parents and grandparents who are planning to come to Canada on a super visa. We will be talking about what is that update. We will be talking about that in detail. Then we will be discussing about the new rule which came in Quebec province, uh, where private college students will not be eligible for post graduation work permit. Although there seems to be some confusion between the provincial update and the IRCC update, that still need to be verified. But we will be definitely discussing about it, what exactly we know now and what exactly is going to happen. Definitely, I think by today evening or by Monday, there should be another update coming up on that one right now. But there seems to be some discrepancies between the provincial update from Quebec and on the IRCC website. We have to wait and watch what exactly is the update. But as of now, yes, the news is not good. Whatever date is going to start up with, but yes, that news is not very good for international students in Quebec for a private, non-subsidized college or a program. We will be talking about what those colleges are and why are they not no longer eligible for postgraduate work permit. Then in this session, we will be talking about one express entry draw, which was happened last week. In fact, this week, where a lot of people, I think, after March 2022, this is the biggest draw since then, where people who have got PNP approved have been invited through express entry to submit their PR application. So we will be discussing about that in detail too. And as I said, if you have any question, you can post it into the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them for you. The session is usually for 30 to 40 minutes, and this is an interactive section where you can ask your question while I'm giving you an update. And once I'm done with the update, definitely I will be replying back to that questions too. So now let us begin this session with one of the biggest updates for parents and grandparents super visa program. First of all, I just want to let you know there's a difference between a visitor visa and a super visa for parents and grandparents. For parents and grandparents, if you are already PR in Canada, you can invite your parents and grandparents on a super visa. Now, the great news, the good information about that is that recently it has been announced by IRCC that initially on a visitor visa, say on a super visa, your parents were allowed to stay only for 2 years each entry. But now that has been extended to 5 years every time they enter Canada. So that means where if we compare to what it was previous, your parents were coming, moving to Canada, they were staying here for 2 years, then they have to go back and come back again. But now they can stay at a time for 5 years. There's further add on to that thing. Once, example, they are already in Canada and they've got their super visa, they also have a chance to extend that to another 2 years. So that means your parent and great parent can now stay on a super visa for up to 7 years. Yes, 7 years, which was initially just 2 years, have now been made, like it's been increased to 7 years as per the recent update. That is definitely a very good news. There I think it has been done because of the parents and grandparents are not able to apply for the permanent residency, they are not able to reunite with their families. So I think keeping that in mind, because we all know whenever parents and grandparents PR open, there are around 200,000 applications been submitted, interest been submitted. Out of that, only 10,000 to 15,000 people were invited to apply. So I think the government has thought about them. Now they have given a chance. Okay, you're not able to invite everybody on a PR, but at least they are giving an opportunity to parents and grandparents to stay with their family members for up to 7 years at a time. Yes, 7 years, 5 year on one entry, and then you can extend that to another 2 years. So for 7 years, you can stay in Canada on a parents and grandparents super visa, which is a bit different from, although the documents are a bit similar, but there are few changes when you apply for a super visa and visitor. I'm just going to discuss two main difference between a visitor visa and super visa for the parents. The one is, first of all, you need to have a certain level of income. You have to have an income level which will make you eligible to apply for your parents and grandparents super visa. And second thing is, you need to buy an insurance for them. They need to be insured throughout their stay in Canada, which is not required in a visitor visa. Although on a visitor visa you can still take travel insurance, but there is not a requirement from IRCC. But in the super visa, you need to buy an insurance for your parents and grandparents. These two are a difference between super visa and parent visa. Now, if you are interested to apply for your parent super visa, contact us. We are expert in doing visa, visitor visa and super visas. We have got a lot of success in this category. You can contact our office in Canada, in Brampton or Alberta. We can help you apply for your super visa for your parents, which is definitely, as I said, as per the recent change, now they can stay for up to 5 years in at one time, and then which can be extended for another 2 years. So that makes a total of 7 years they can stay on a super visa when they enter Canada. This is a good news, very good news. In fact, this was not expected. I think we were not expecting that to happen so early, but yes, it has been announced. So all the new super visa which are still under process, if the application is still under process, if the decision is positive, when they enter Canada, now they can stay for 5 years. So that is applicable to all the applications which are already submitted also, and the result is awaited. And even for the people who already have a super visa, now the application is already approved, they can also stay here in Canada for up to 5 years without submitting any extension, any visitor record. You can stay here for the next 5 and +2 for the extension up to 7 years in Canada. So great news. So if you need any help, if you need your parents and grandparents super visa to be applied, we can definitely help you on that too. Okay, now we will be talking about the next most important update. But as I just said to you in the beginning of the session, there seems to be a confusion between what provincial government has announced and what is mentioned on the IRCC website. So that still need to be verified. But I'll be still sharing that information in this session. Maybe by today evening and Monday we have a final understanding of what exactly is the rule, but there is a bit confusion. We will be discussing about. I did make a video on it, but I think after that there was something else mentioned on the IRCC website. But when I compared it to the provincial website, it mentioned something different about this new rule. That is about post graduation work permit for students who are studying in Quebec. So we will be discussing a lot about it in this session because I know there are thousands of students who are studying in Quebec who will be definitely worrying about what exactly is the rule. But as I said, please wait for the update till today evening on Monday. What I have heard is that what's mentioned on the IRCC website may be not correct, but what provincial government is saying is correct. So we will be discussing, as I said, and then I hope by Monday it's more clear what exactly is the rule. But right now, as of announced, there will be no post-graduation work permit if you are studying in a private, non-subsidized institute in Quebec. Quebec was the only province in Canada where students were eligible for post-graduation work permit even if you were studying in a private institution. But now they have decided as of 1st September 2023, you will not be eligible for post-graduation work permit. Now there where the confusion is right now. The provincial website mentions that people who are graduating after 31st of August will not be eligible, but IRCC website mentions that people who are starting their program after 1st of September will not be eligible. So there's a conflict there. I have tried to confirm that from my resources. I'm pretty sure there is an update expected. Either the provincial government need to update their website or IRCC. We will wait and see what exactly it is. But it is not a good news. Definitely, if the rule says, and if it's that's the rule that you will not be eligible if you are graduating after 20, so like 1st of September 2023, then definitely that is not a good news at all. But yes, if government has decided that that will be applicable to international students who are starting from 1st September 2023, then yes, that makes more sense. Definitely, that is in more favor of the international students who are already studying in Quebec, and I hope that is the rule. But as I said, I don't want to commit 100% exactly what it, because the provincial and government IRCC website have different mention, like a different release of media release and information being shared in Pro Quebec and in on IRCC website. So we may have to wait for that. Sorry. Then how it's going to affect the international student? Definitely. Say example, if you are graduating from that institution, you're not eligible for post-graduate work permit. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to come and study in those institutions anymore. It's better to look for a public institution. It's better to look for a subsidized institution, a government subsidized institution, rather than going for a private non-subsidized institution. So that is an update for now. But as I said, maybe in the next show, by the next show we have on next Friday, we have an exact update, and then we will be talking more about it. But till then, yes, it's concerning if the rule is to be understood, and the way it's mentioned on the provincial website is says people graduating after 1st of September will not be eligible. But as I said, contrary to that, IRCC website says the people who are basically starting their education on first after 1st September will not be eligible. So that is something still need to be verified. Let's see what the exact update is, and I'm pretty sure by next Friday we will have that update and we will discuss more about it in detail when we meet up in the next session. So till then, yes, there is a bit of confusion. I hope that will be sorted very soon by this today evening or Monday, and then I will be again on next Friday. We will be talking more about it and giving you exactly what is the right update and how it's going to fold up from there. Okay, now the third one is the provincial nominee program. There was a draw held this week through Express Entry after March 2022. This is the biggest draw where 932 people are invited under this draw. And the minimum score required for the people who are 796. Now, these are the people who are already into Express Entry pool, who are there and they've got their PNP approved. And once the PNP got approved, they have got an extra 600 point. So that's how they scored with around 796. So basically, you can say their actual score was only 196. They got an invite. That was the lowest person who was invited might have a score of 796. But the people 796 and above were invited, and 932 candidates were invited in this draw. And as I mentioned, that we have to still wait and see. Just to let you know that this PNP draw, this is the only Express Entry draw which has not yet been stopped throughout pandemic, and until date, this is the only draw been invited through Express Entry. Other than that, we all know federal skilled worker draw has not been held since December 2021. 20 sorry, and since September 2021 there has been no CEC draw. But saying so, we all know it's already been announced by IRCC. Starting from July, you can expect draw coming up for CEC and for Express Entry Federal Skill class. That is a great news. I know a lot of international students, a lot of people who are outside Canada are waiting for this to happen for very, very long. Hopefully, the things are changing up. And as discussed in the previous show, whenever it opens up, IRCC has also now they are planning a lot of updates, new way through which the draws will be held. Even the new tire system will be applicable from fall 2022. All these informations are already been updated, but there's further final confirmation being I think still need to be announced what exactly how the draw is going to happen. What we have learned till now is that the draw will be held according to the education background you have, the experience you have, and according and depending on that, it will be how the draw will be held. So this is how we have to wait till July. July is not far off. We are already in the middle of almost June. So another few weeks, and we will be in July. And then let's see how the draws. When exactly does the first one happen? Who are the people who will be invited? What will be the CRS score is something to look forward to. But yes, definitely we are all looking forward to it, and it is happening soon. So July is just around the corner, and it is definitely happening very very soon. So let me take a few questions which has been posted while we are doing the update. And if you have any question, kindly put it into the comment section. You can put it into comment section, and I will answer them for you right away. If I'm not able to answer them on the show, then definitely you can still get back to us later on through email, through Facebook, Insta, social media, any platform. We are on all the platforms. You can contact us, and we will be happy to help you. Now we have first question from Nakul. Hi Nakul, thanks for joining. Hello, sir. I have done my graduation in India. Now I'm doing a job in India. I want to go to Canada for study purpose. Should I get admission in graduation again in Canada? Yeah, in masters. And please tell me which one is the best university for me. Okay, Nukul, your question is regarding college admission and for study permit. Network Immigration does help all their clients outside Canada who are offshore getting admission into college and university. And we also help students who are onshore and who are looking to start up a new program, or from a private institution they want to move to a public institution. We help and support everybody getting into colleges. If you're outside Canada, we will apply for a study permit also. If you're inside Canada and you need a study permit extension, we will also help you in that. So, to answer your question, my advice will be, because you're already graduate and working, at least you need to select a program which is at least at a post graduation level. You cannot select again graduation, will not be a good idea. The chances of getting visa if you select graduation is not going to be good, because it's going to be very hard to explain to the officer that why after doing graduation, why after having experience you still want to do a program which is at graduation level. So my recommendation to you will be, you could either take masters or a post graduation diploma. That is also good enough. If you want to come and study here and work after that, it will make you eligible to do this course. So as I said, my recommendation to you will be to kindly make sure that you are at least applying for a post graduation or a master's program. And as I said, if you need any of our help through our office in India or Canada, you can contact us and we can help you securing an admission into a university or college depending on your profile, and also then helping you out getting your visitor visa, sorry, visa, so that you can come and study in Canada. Okay, now we have a question from Mr. Chawla. Thanks for joining. As the Quebec government has decided to stop granting PhD students on most of the private colleges in Canada after September, is it going to affect the student of Leicester BPS school board in any way? No. The answer to that is no. There will be no effect to somebody who's studying at Leicester BPS school board in Montreal. That is a public institution. All the programs are subsidized. So that is your best bet to study in Quebec. If you are still interested to study in Quebec and Montreal, Leicester BPS School Board is the largest English-speaking school board in the Quebec and in the island of Montreal, and then you can definitely, there is no effect with this rule, and you will be still eligible for post-graduation work permit even if you do 900 one program, 900 hours or 1800 hour program. You will be still eligible for post-graduation work permit. So yes, Leicester BPS School is a public institution. You need not to worry about the exact about the post-graduation work permit. Everyone who's studying here will be eligible to get the post-graduation work permit if they complete their program successfully under with Leicester BPS School Board, which is in Montreal. Then we have Divya asking a question. Me and my husband stay in Toronto on work permit visa. So I just want to know, can we call our parents here? Please confirm. Yes, Divya, you can. If you have if you are here on a work permit, you can definitely invite your parents, your grandparents to come and stay here with you. They are invited if you're on a work permit. But yes, you cannot invite them on a super visa. But to answer your question on a visitor visa, yes, you can apply for your parents. They can come and stay with you for maximum of 183 days, which is 6 months, and then thereafter they have to leave Canada. But to answer, yes, your parents, you can apply for them, and they can come and stay in Canada on a visitor visa with you. So you can definitely apply for them. If you have any question, if you want our help, definitely we can help you applying for your parents' visa, visitor visa, and once definitely we'll try our level best that gets approved. There will be a lot of information and documents required from you, but that's a part of the application. sorry, but we can definitely help you getting your parent visitor visa once you are in Canada. Once you are here on work permit, you can invite and we can help you doing that application. Then we have Ankita asking, hello to you. Hello, Monica. Good morning. If you have a question, kindly go ahead and ask, put it into the comment section. So, can you help me in LMI for bookkeeping NOC 1311? So, Ravjot, definitely we do a lot of LMI application. We get LMI approval almost every one other day. Our office do get LMI approval. If you have an employer, yes, we can help you processing an LMI application for you. Once it get that approved, then we can help you getting a work permit for you. But if you have an employer, yes, definitely we can help you applying for an LMI for a bookkeeper. LMI is basically a process need to be done if you want to come to study, work in Canada, sorry. First of all, your employer need to apply for an LMI, which is called Labor Market Impact Assessment. Once the decision rendered is positive and you know it's a positive decision, then definitely you can apply for a work permit and we can help you in doing the both. Applying for the LMI initially and then applying for a work permit later on. But that is the only way, I will not say only way, that is one of the common way of coming to Canada and sorry, on a work permit. But as I said, you need to have an LMI application approved before you will be eligible to apply for a work permit. So that's how the things work. If you are in Canada, that's how the situation is, and that's how it works. So these were, I think, I've answered the question we have right now. Again, we will be discussing more updates, and we will be waiting for more questions from our client. If you have any question, if you have any question you want to ask, you can post it in the comment section. You can even answer your question in. If you want to talk in Hindi, I can also help you on in answering your question. आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चन है just put it into the comment section and I will answer them for you. There have been a lot of questions in your mind. I know people have a lot of questions when they listen to these sessions, but they are not, sometimes they don't often ask. But if you have any questions, the session is about, you ask your question, I'll answer them for you. We give you an update, what happened in the last 1 week in Ontario, across Canada regarding immigration. So now we will be discussing the next update we have now for you is from Nova Scotia for international students. There is a disappointing news for students who might have moved to Nova Scotia for getting a PR because the provincial nominee program rules were easy there. So the latest announcement, which has started from yesterday, since 9th June 2022. Now, if you are on a post-graduation work permit, the initial rule was that if you have an experience outside the province, for example, you have studied in Cuba, in Ontario, you have an experience in express entry class while you are now you move to Nova Scotia, you get an experience there that was eligible to make you apply for express entry class for Nova Scotia, but that is no longer applicable now. So now only students who have done their education from a DLI institution in Nova Scotia will be allowed under this express entry stream. Although you are still eligible to apply for other stream, but just for express entry, you will only be eligible if you have taken your education from one of the institutions in Nova Scotia, from a DLI institution in Nova Scotia. So अगर आप Ontario में थे and if you have done your education in Ontario, you have passed your program in Ontario, international, then you move to Nova Scotia, you gain some experience and you want to apply through express entry, that is no longer eligible. You need to study in Nova Scotia to be eligible under their express entry stream. That is the latest update which has started from 9th June 2022. So you should make sure before you move anywhere, you have planned out everything well and you have I know these rules keep on changing. You cannot control this thing. You might have already moved, but this has happened, but then you may have to come back. So these things keep on changing. In fact, till you don't get to your PR, anything can happen, any rule can change. Like we are expecting new rules coming for express entry also starting from next month. And we are also expecting new rules coming up for the way the draws will be held for express entry. So nothing is guaranteed, nothing is permanent in immigration in Canada. Things keep on changing. They keep on changing the rule according to the labor market requirement they have. So that you need to keep an eye on the things. Until you don't get your PR, definitely you are on a hook. You will always be, you might have to change your options. The way you think you might get your PR, you may have to look after it again. But yes, that is the rule. And it keeps on changing. So you need to keep an eye on all these rules and make sure you are aware of them before you take any further step. So that was an update from Nova Scotia PNP. Now, let me talk about college admissions again. If you're already in Canada, you're onshore, you're looking to start up your program in fall 2022, you can contact us. We have seats available for fall 2022 for Camden College Henson and for Brampton and North York. Both campuses are available right now. Canada, we are expecting to onshore application because they do have some seats available at the end. We are expecting Canada to open very soon for fall 2022. Hopefully, if they have seats available, we might get an email anytime, and there may be seats available for September 2022. If you are looking to study in Canada for the next year program, contact us. You need to be registered with us. We need to have all your documents because when they open up the seats are very limited. You need to apply very quickly. You cannot wait for seats to open, then contact us, then we arrange your document and submit it. By that time, it's very, very late to submit an application because seats are very limited. If they do open up, they are very limited seats. So contact us if you're in Canada. Canada is already open. Sorry, it can open anytime for fall. Camden, Henson, Brampton, and North York are already open for September intake. For January, we have got Georgian ILAC 2023 that is still open. That is still open. So yes, you can apply for onshore admission through us. And if you are offshore, you can contact our office in India. We have an office in Karnal and Kurukshetra. If you are offshore, we can help you contact securing admission in one of the other public institution in Quebec or in Ontario or BC where you want to study, and we will make sure that the program and the protocols you are selecting is eligible for post-graduation work permit. We have another question from Mr. Chawla. Let me answer that. So if a student has received the CAQ for September 2020 and now he wants to change DLI in Montreal for January, then does he need to apply for a new CAQ? Yes and no. They are both the answer to this question. It depends on which new college you're changing to. If it's like example, if you come to a private college like CDI and you want to study now into Leicester BPS school board new program, then you have to apply for a new CAQ because the program level is different in the public institution and a private level. Like you do more AECs in private, but in public you do more DEP program. So the level is different, and if you remember when you apply for initial CAQ, you have to select the level of the CAQ. So if the level is changing, then you have to apply. If the level remains the same, now that depends on which institution, which program you are selecting. In that case, you can, as I said, you may not have to change your CAQ, but if the level is changing, depending on, as I said, it depends on the program in the college, and that's how you decide that you have to apply for a new CAQ or not. So depending on where the student is moving, it will be decided that we need a new CAQ or not. But I hope, Saravji, that answers your question. And this have been a rule since the CAQs are into play. I know there are a lot of people who does ask why Quebec has a CAQ, why not the other provinces don't ask for a CAQ. Again, Quebec has definitely been different in their immigration approach. The way they process everything is totally different. So it's their province. Basically, it's a province which decides. So under that province in Quebec, as I said, it's the only province where you need a CAQ. You never know. Maybe in future, sometime, even the CAQs are no longer required. You never know. But I haven't heard about it, anything happening in that regard. But the rules keep on changing. The things keep on changing. CAQ does make your application process a bit longer. You have to first wait for a CAQ. Once CAQ get approved, you have to apply for study permit, and then you have to wait for a study permit to get approved. So yeah, it makes a lengthy process. Hopefully, sometime in near future, the government in Quebec decides there will be no CAQ anymore. Again, as I said, there will be no as such announcement, but I'm just expecting that maybe, you never know, anything can change. We have seen a lot of things changing in Canadian immigration. Every day, in fact, there are changes coming up, either to one of the PNP, to express entry, study permit application, the way you do your work permits. Things keep on changing, and this industry is definitely something which keeps on changing. New rules according to the requirement of their provinces or the federal requirement, they keep on changing their rules. So you have to be updated about these rules. You need to be aware of them before you do any category of application. Then we have got Avinash Singh Bhullar. Hello sir, I have completed my graduation in India and I want to pursue a master's in Canada and my IELTS score is 6675.4, overall 6. I am eligible for Canada visa in this IELTS score. Okay, now Avinash, yes, you are eligible because you have got 6th band, you have done your graduation, you want to apply for a master's, but now, first of all, most of the institution, if you want to do masters, your IELTS is not good enough because eligible is yes to answer technically you are eligible to apply, but now if you get more specific into your own what you are looking at, if you want to apply for a masters, you will not get an admission into a master's course with this sort of IELTS score. This score is low. If you are looking for master's, you need to have at least 6 in each and at least 6.5 overall to apply for a master's degree. Even few of the universities have higher requirement where you may even need 7 band. But if you have 6.5 overall with no band less than 6, then the only chance you'll get a post-graduate work permit. Sorry, you can apply for a master degree. But if you want to apply for a post-graduation diploma, then yes, you can still go ahead and try. Although I still just want to tell you here, Avinash, there's a difference in the success rate. If you're applying with a visa with 6 band in each, then the chances of getting visa is much higher as compared to scoring if one of the module is less than 6. Like in your case, one of the module is 5.5, so that does reduces the chances of your getting the study permit once you submit it. But talking about admissions, yes, we can get you a public institution. I will not say that we have not got visa with 5.5. Yes, we have also got visa with one module 5.5. But if you compare it with the success rate of somebody applying with 6 in each, yes, it's lower as compared to that. So it's totally my first advice for you will be, if you want to try, if you can try IELTS again, at least score 6 in each, you have much better chance of getting a study visa. I'm pretty sure you don't want to waste your time, you didn't want to waste your money applying for your study permit with less chances of getting a visa. My advice always to my client is to apply once you're completely ready, you meet the requirement of the program, because if you're from India, the 16th band each will also make you eligible for SDS program, which is Student Direct Stream, which will make you again eligible to apply for an SDS stream. Under SDS, you have a better chance of getting you have a better chance of getting a visa as compared to the other one. So to answer the question, yes, eligibility, yes, you are eligible to apply, but getting a master is going to be very challenging. You will not get a master with this score. You need, my advice again will be to you will be to increase your IELTS score and then apply for your visa. That will be a better idea if you want to get a higher visa success rate. So now let's start up the recap of the session, because it's already around 30-35 minutes and the session is usually for 35 to 40 minutes. So I'm just going to take a recap of what we discussed today. You have still time while I'm doing a recap to answer put your question into the comment section and I can answer them for you. So make sure you can contact us anytime, even after the show. But I'm going to just do a recap of what we have discussed in this show, what are the new update in the last 1 week, and what we are expecting to come in the near weeks or months. So the first one we discussed today was we had a PNP draw through Express Entry where 932 clients were invited with a minimum score of 796. Then the other update we discussed today was regarding parents and grandparents program, super visa program, where now if you apply for a super visa, or if you already applied and you're waiting for the decision to come, or if you already have a super visa, now your parents and grandparents can stay in Canada for up to 5 years when they enter Canada, and that can be further extended to 2 years. So the total makes 7 years of stay at a time. And that is a very wonderful news that give you time and chance to reunite with your family member, and whenever it will be. So definitely, as I said, it is a great news for parents and grandparents and for people who are PR in Canada. But you have to make sure, you need to understand here, you are only able to invite your parents and grandparents on this visa if you are permanent resident in Canada. Then only you are eligible to apply for the super visa. Then there was an update regarding Quebec institution that no longer the private institution will be eligible starting from 1st of September 2023 to eligible for post-graduation work permit. But as I mentioned you, there is still a bit confusion about when exactly is this program starting, because the provincial website has something different mentioned as compared to the IRCC website. As per my understanding, there needs to be an update on the IRCC website, but we have to wait and watch. Maybe the provincial website is not mentioning things correctly. But I hope by Monday or by today evening, we'll have a better idea and understanding. And we will be discussing more about that in detail in next session, which is in 2000, sorry, which will be next Friday at 11 a.m. We will be discussing more about that in detail. There was one update which I forgot to discuss with you, that that is regarding citizenship application. If you want to apply for citizenship application online, starting from fall 2022, now you will be eligible. Multiple adults in the family will be eligible to apply for online application. Initially, previously when the portal was open, only one in adult was able to apply for a citizenship application online. The family still need to do a paper application, but now as per new uh, rules, and starting from fall 2022, now you can apply for your citizenship application with your whole family online. You don't need to do a paper application anymore, starting from fall 2022. So you need to keep in mind that it's starting in fall 2022. Nothing is happening before that in that regard. And the last update was from Nova Scotia, that the international students who have not done their education from a DLI institution in Nova Scotia will no longer, their experience will not be counted and will no longer be eligible to apply through Express Entry, but they will be still eligible through other stream and other different way of getting PNP through Nova Scotia. So if you need to know more about it and want to understand more about it, you can contact us and we will be happy to assist you in that regard. So those were the updates which we have discussed, which happened in the last 1 week. We will be live back again next Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, with more updates, more information about what exactly is happening with the post-graduation private institution in Quebec, and a lot of other updates. I hope by next Friday we also hear back about, because it's already 10th of June. I was expecting this to be announced this week, but there was no update. That is regarding an 18-month policy of a post-graduation work permit, which was announced in April, was supposed to start in June. We haven't heard any update about it, but I'm pretty sure there is an update coming up very, very soon. And the students who have lost their status starting from January 2022, or who will be losing their status sometime by December 2022, will be eligible for another 18-month extension of their work permit on a post-graduation work, which will be still an open work permit and called as post-graduation work permit. The further updates are still awaited, and as I said, hopefully by next week we have it, and we can then discuss more about it in detail on next Friday. So till then, clients, thanks for joining into this session. Thanks for listening. Thanks for asking your question. I think we were able to answer all of them for you right now. If you still have any question, any doubt in your mind, contact us through email, through our Facebook, or you can visit our office in Brampton in Alberta. You can also you can visit our office in India. My name is Vishal Manocha. I am the owner and director at Networth Immigration Solution. Our office, this one is where we're having this live session from, is based in Brampton. It is very close to Brampton Gateway Terminal. So thanks for joining again. Have a great weekend. I will see you back again live next Friday. Till then, goodbye and see you all very soon. Thank you.